Good night, everybody. Greetings. I just want to thank you again for joining me on my program, The Changing Times. It is indeed a spectacular day leading up to Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I hope everyone is enjoying the Yuletide season so far. I hope that everybody's families are doing fine. I hope everyone is doing okay. I thank you for your usual support. Tonight's program promises to be an interesting one. Tonight we'll be looking at a very interesting topic as usual. The topic that we'll be looking at is how do we encourage youths of today to enter the Jamaican workforce? So that's what we'll be looking at today. How do we encourage young people to enter the workforce? All right, stay tuned. To start today's program, I will be looking at an article published by the Jamaica Information Service on September 1st, 2023. This article echoed some sentiments shared by Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Holness while he was addressing a town hall meeting on housing and land at Harmony Park in Montego Bay, St. James on August 31st, 2023. It reads, Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Holness says more youth, particularly young men, are needed in Jamaica's labor force to ensure the nation's continued economic growth. He notes that despite the country's unemployment rate falling to a record low of 4.5%, an untapped pool of young people remains outside the labor force. Mr. Holness said many of these youths are idle on the street corners, either drawn into illicit activities or simply choosing to remain at home. He stated, and I quote, "We need you in the workforce in order to ensure that our economy can continue to grow. If businesses want to expand but can't find the labor force to do it, it will impact on their investment decisions," the Prime Minister underscored. The Honorable Prime Minister further went on to discuss some proactive measures that the government has already undertaken to actually capture the attention of youths and get youths integrated into the workforce. One of these initiatives involves the Archus NST program, which offers skills training to youths to assist them in developing and owning skills that would assist in building the Jamaican workforce. But one of the main important points that grabbed me was when he mentioned that channeling their energies into productive avenues that can help reduce the allure of illicit engagements. Now, what I would like to understand, or rather delve into, is how do you tell a young person that to come and work a 9 to 5 that will pay him maybe 20,000 or 30,000 the most per week, compared to making one phone call? I say, "Hello, my name is Drake. Did you know that you win $1 million today in the Lotto sweepstakes?" What the song go? Everybody at shop now. We make union lock down. How do you tell these young people that listen to me a 9 to 5 is better than scamming or other illicit activities? So we need, in my opinion, we need to start from the mind, because that's where everything begins. We need to impact these youngsters from their kids and let them understand the more awareness as it relates to telling them of the implications of getting involved in illicit activities. We need to start telling them that, listen to me, longer life. If you want to live longer, stay out of certain activities. Do not do this to another person, depriving a person of their own property. We need to start singing these things to them. And as a nation, we can implement things geared towards capturing the minds of young people so that they understand that, listen to me, walk the straight and narrow. It is always a good idea. Now we're looking into communities nowadays. It is customary, especially in rural areas, where back in the days we saw where farming and fishing was primarily what persons survived off in those eras. But nowadays, if you realize, they there are not much fisher folks, there are not much young people engaging in fishing and farming. The importance of having food security in the country. I mean, a lot of young people not paying attention to this. I must comment, when I mention topics like this, I always comment the women, especially. You're seeing a lot of young girls entering into farming because really and truly, the food is one of the main important thing in our lives, and we must ensure that we have food security. So at the end of the day, once we are able to get young people involved in farming and fishing, we will secure food for the future. You understand? So we need to definitely, as the country continues to grapple with bad weather, we have encountered some really bad weather over the last few months that has impacted farming in a major way. So with that being said, we're facing a crisis now where a lot of persons are going to the market and complaining of high prices as it relates to the crops. However, what we think the focus needs to be on now is food, this the more safest ways to preserve our food, because as we see the weather with the climate change and all those things, it has been the most unstable compared to years prior. So basically we need to be coming together as a nation to put our minds together to see how much we can tackle the issue of food preservation. We might be looking at methods like greenhouse farming and some other stuff. You understand? So practically, not to stray from the point. However, the thing is we need to get young people on board, because really and truly the young people are the future of this country, and at some point in time these are the individuals that we will have to look to for some direction going forward as a nation. So a lot of work needs to be done, and the ladies and gentlemen, it has truly been an extraordinary night. I just want to thank you again for joining me. It has been a short and a snap and a spicy discussion. I hope that you will tune in next time and share in the comment section your views on the topic that we have discussed tonight. I will definitely reply back to you as we share thoughts, because I do not want to be expressing my opinion alone. I need it to be an inclusive engagement. So I need your feedback as it relates to young people entering the workforce. You understand what you think, your thoughts on what we have discussed tonight? You can remember to like and share the video so that the channel can grow. Thank you very much and have a wonderful night. Peace out.